Welcome back to my channel, Coins History Coins VC. Today is Best Top 3 Coins. One you want to miss, we're diving into the world of United States of America coins. Please don't skip this video. So let's get started. The coin you have shown is a United States bicentennial Eisenhower Dollar, minted in 1976 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of American independence, 1776 to 1976. This coin belongs to the Eisenhower Dollar series, which was issued from 1971 to 1978, and it is distinctive because it features a special dual date 1776 to 1976 instead of a single year. The obverse front side of the coin depicts a left-facing portrait of Dwight D. Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States and a five-star general during World War II, designed by Chief Engraver Frank Gasparo. Above his head is the word Liberty, while the national motto, "In God We Trust," is inscribed to the left, with a dual date 1776 to 1976 below, signifying the bicentennial celebration. The small mint mark, a D, S, or none for Philadelphia, is found below Eisenhower's neck truncation. The reverse back of the coin bears a special bicentennial design by Dennis R. Williams, who was only 22 years old when his design was selected in a national competition. It features a Liberty Bell in the foreground, symbolizing American independence, superimposed over the moon, which represents the United States' achievements in space exploration, a nod to Eisenhower's era and the Apollo program. The inscriptions on the reverse include United States of America along the top edge, E pluribus unum to the right of the Liberty Bell, and the denomination $1 along the bottom edge, with a small 5-point star on each side of the denomination. The Eisenhower bicentennial dollar was struck in two main compositions: the copper nickel-clad version intended for general circulation, and a 40% silver-clad version sold in collector sets, minted primarily at the San Francisco Mint. The circulation strikes were produced at Philadelphia and Denver, and because of their large size, 38.1 millimeters diameter, weighing about 22.68 grams for clad and 24.59 grams for silver, they were not especially popular in daily commerce, often being saved as souvenirs instead of spent. The coin's design choice of combining the Liberty Bell with the moon was intended to merge two powerful American achievements, independence in 1776 and space exploration in the 20th century, into one symbolic image, making it one of the most distinctive U.S. commemorative issues of its time. While most circulated copper, nickel bicentennial Eisenhower dollars hold only modest numismatic value, typically around their face value or slightly above, uncirculated or proof specimens. Especially the 40% silver versions are more sought after by collectors. The historical significance of this coin lies not only in its commemoration of America's bicentennial, but also in its representation of the final large-sized dollar coin issued by the United States for circulation, marking the end of an era before the smaller-sized Susan B. Anthony dollar debuted in next top. The United States half dollar from 1990 is part of the long-running Kennedy half dollar series, which was first introduced in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy after his assassination in November 1963. The 1990 issue continued the standard design created by Chief Engraver Gilroy Roberts for the obverse and Frank Gasparo for the reverse. On the obverse, the coin features a left-facing portrait of John F. Kennedy, with the inscriptions Liberty arching above his head, In God We Trust split on either side of the neck truncation, and the date 1990 placed below. The mint mark, if present, appears just below Kennedy's neck, above the 0 in the date, a P for Philadelphia, a D for Denver, or an S for San Francisco proof coins. The reverse design, adapted from the presidential seal, depicts a heraldic eagle with a shield on its chest, holding an olive branch in its right talon symbolizing peace, and a bundle of 13 arrows in its left talon symbolizing readiness to defend the nation. A ring of 50 stars encircles the eagle, representing the State of the Union, with the inscriptions United States of America above and the denomination $half below. The coin's composition in 1990 was copper nickel clad, an outer layer 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core, weighing 11.34 grams and measuring 30.6 millimeters in diameter with a reeded edge. This was a period when a Kennedy half-dollar was not commonly seen in circulation, as demand for the denomination had declined since the early 1980s, leading most pieces to be issued primarily for collectors in mint and proof sets. Business strikes were produced at the Philadelphia and Denver mints in large numbers, while the San Francisco mint struck proof versions with a mirror-like finish for collectors. Numismatically, most 1990 half-dollars are common in circulated and uncirculated condition due to high mintage figures, but premium examples include high-grade MS 67 or better coins and deep cameo proofs, which appeal to collectors for their sharp detail and contrast. Historically, this coin reflects the enduring popularity of the Kennedy half-dollar design, a symbol of national remembrance, patriotism, and the cultural legacy of the early 1960s, with its continued production into the 1990s, serving more as a tribute to President Kennedy than as a necessity for everyday commerce. Next top, the 2000 United States $1 Liberty coin, better known as the Sacagawea Dollar, and I'll give you the full, long, detailed numismatic and historical breakdown so you have a complete picture of what it is, why it was made, and all the small details collectors look for. Historical background. The Sacagawea Dollar was first issued in 2000 as a U.S. mint replacement for the unpopular Susan B. Anthony Dollar, 1979 to 1999. The Anthony Dollar had been criticized for its small size, similar to a quarter, and poor public acceptance. Congress wanted a new small-size $1 coin that would be visually distinct, easily recognizable, and durable in circulation. The United States Dollar Coin Act of 1997 authorized a new coin and required that 1. It be golden in color, to avoid confusion with quarters. 2. It maintain the same diameter, 26.5 millimeters, as the Susan B. Anthony Dollar for vending machine compatibility. 3. It feature a woman important to U.S. history. 4. It include the inscriptions Liberty and I in God We Trust on the obverse. After public input, the choice fell on Sacagawea, the Shoshone woman who accompanied the Lewis and Clark expedition, 1804-1806, and served as an interpreter and guide. She became a symbol of courage, guidance, and the role of Native Americans in U.S. history. Obverse design front. Portrait. A three-quarter profile of Sacagawea looking over her shoulder, carrying her infant son, Jean-Baptiste Charbonneau, in a traditional cradle board. Symbolism. This pose suggests guidance into the future, her role as a navigator and helper to the expedition. The inclusion of her child emphasizes the dual role of women as leaders and nurturers. Designer. Glenna Gooddacker, an American sculptor who was paid her $5,000 commission in specially struck 2,000 piece Sacagawea dollars with a unique burnish finish. These are now highly collectible. Inscriptions. Liberty, above Sacagawea's head. In God We Trust, to the left. Date 2000 and mint mark, P for Philadelphia or D for Denver. Below the portrait. Reverse design, back. Main image, a soaring bald eagle with 17 stars surrounding it, representing the 17 states of the Union at the time of the Lewis and Clark expedition. Designer, Thomas D. Rogers Sr., a U.S. mint engraver. Inscriptions, United States of America around the top. E pluribus unum, above the eagle. $1 along the bottom. Composition and specifications. Metal, manganese brass clad over a pure copper core, outer layer. 77% copper, 12% zinc, 7% manganese, 4% nickel. Color, golden tone, but no actual gold content. Diameter, 26.5 millimeters. Weight, 8.1 grams. Edge, plain, smooth, unlike most U.S. coins which have reeded edges. Minting and distribution. The 2000 Sacagawea Dollar was minted in huge quantities because the U.S. Mint expected heavy public use. Philadelphia Mint, P. 767,140,000 coins. Denver Mint, D. 518,917,000 coins. San Francisco Mint, S. Proof coins for collectors, 4,047,306 pieces. Initially, the Mint partnered with the U.S. Postal Service and certain retailers, like Walmart, to push circulation, but the coin still suffered from limited public acceptance. with most people preferring paper $1 bills. As a result, many $2,000 went directly into storage or collector hands. Special collectible strikes. Good Dacre presentation dollars. 5,000 specially burnished 2,000. P coins given a designer Glenn a good Dacre. They have a slightly different surface texture and command high prices. Wounded Eagle variety. A rare die variety where a raised line appears on the eagle's belly, making it look injured. Collectors pay a premium for these. Cheerios Dollar. Early promotional coins sent in cereal boxes in late 1999, early 2000. These have an enhanced reverse detail on the eagle's tail feathers and are extremely rare and valuable today. Circulation performance. Despite its beauty and distinctive golden color, the Sacagawea dollar did not circulate widely because Americans reused the paper $1 bills and because vending machines were slow to adapt. Most coins ended up in collections as change in post offices or in foreign trade. The U.S. uses them heavily in dollarized economies, such as Ecuador. Market value as of 2025. Circulated coins, generally $1 face value. Uncirculated 2000 P or 2000 D, around $2 to $4 retail. 2000 S proof, $5 to $8 depending on grade. Good Dacre presentation coins, $400 to $600 plus. Cheerios Dollar can sell for $5,000 to $8,000 in top grades. Wounded Eagle variety, $200 to $400 depending on condition. Symbolism and legacy. The 2001 Dollar Liberty, Sacagawea Dollar, is significant because it restored a Native American image to circulating U.S. coinage for the first time in decades. It reinforced the U.S. Mint's mission to represent diverse American history. Its Liberty inscription connects it to the nation's earliest coins, all of which bore the personification or concept of liberty. It began the ongoing Native American $1 coin program since 2009, which changes reverse designs annually to depict different tribal contributions. If you like, I can now create the full 30-minute continuous paragraph historical narrative version for your $2001 Liberty coin, just like I've done for your other coins. That will weave all of these details into a single rich story without section breaks. That's the style you've been requesting for your other coins.